All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Dangers in My Heart, Season 2, Episode 2. Because I really want you to stay at my house.
Yeah, it's just right up there, you know? We could bounce over.
We could just,
you could bounce on. I mean, you could like...
go, we could, if
we could have tea.
If you ever feel like chill. You could do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But it's not like, she didn't say like, my parents are at work or anything like that.
No.
Watch, it's going to be like meeting both parents or like a parent.
Yeah.
And it'll just suddenly be like, oh my God, they're the best. They're the best ever. And they think he's the best ever. And it's just like, that'd be so good.
Yep,
oh my God.
That would be absolutely wonderful. I am all for all the meeting of all the family members in this show. I need it. This show is so sweet and so wonderful.
Does she have siblings?
Maybe.
I don't know.
We don't know yet, but we'll find out, I think.
Like, what if there's a sibling? Like,
maybe.
Like,
there could be.
What would be the best, like, kind of, like...
They're younger. They're a decent bit younger than her, but they're still taller than him.
Gotcha. It's like a silent voice energy is what you're hoping for, maybe. Like...
I don't think... No, I do not want any silent voice energy in this show. I love a silent voice. That is that. This is this.
Yes.
You keep them far apart.
Yeah. They share an ushio.
No drama, no pain. No, it's just... just wholesome win.
I would love that as well. So yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Oh, and we are here.
Oh, and starting with prep.
Oh, they are at work.
Oh, Yeah.
And it's literally the gender swap of the oh, you gotta come over and
Yep.
take a bath and stuff. Oh. I love the like equivalent of him slapping himself like stop it.
Right. Him being the criminal investigator that's like replaying probably how things go.
She's needing to calm down too.
Fantastic.
Oh my God. Oh.
Yes. But due to size differences,
Yep.
it just has to be this way.
Yep.
Oh my God. Yes.
Can you? With an erection, potentially?
In her gym clothes. Yes!
Ah! Corgi! Oh, fun. Calm down. Hot pot? Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
Nice.
Instant, okay. I was like, hot pot's pretty intense, like... Bro went like...
Empty the mind.
Oh my gosh. Don't worry, she's too high to have felt anything. Like
Right. Just full bow.
Yep. Oh. Fun. Well, it shows she's also a little bit panicky excited for the...
Yeah. But also, it's at that wonderful, comfortable length where you can't actually tell if she's wearing pants underneath.
Wait, your mom's gonna be late? Hold on.
Damn. Oh. Nice.
Yep. She's furiously excited about this. Ah.
Is that surprising?
Oh. For a little while. Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
習い事をやめた日は決まって私の好きなごちそうを作ってくれるの。でも最近怖い。
What's going
Yeah,
on?
that I might not be good at anything.
周りの人に恵まれすぎてて。
Mm.
自分がすごく迷惑かけてるって気づけてなくて、いつか大切な人にも嫌われちゃうんじゃないかって。山田。
Hey, hug her, dude.
親御さんのことはわからないけど、迷惑なら迷惑、嫌なら嫌だって言うと思う。
Yeah, yeah. They would be, yeah. In fact, they have been.
ずっともやもやしてたこと聞いてもいい？
Oh boy. Oh boy.
冬休みの前、2日くらい市川は図書室に来なかった。
Yeah, what was that all about?
I like this. They resolved it, but she still remembers it, and
嫌だって言える人間って言ってたけど。
yeah.
違うと思う。だって市川が優しいこと知ってる。
I love this.
Yeah.
ごめんね。なんかめんどくさいね。
Yeah.
Oh. I moved without thinking. Oh.
ごめん。あれは自分が弱すぎた。ただ傷つきたく。
Wow. Amazing honesty,
Yep.
vulnerability.
そうだ。僕たちは
Yep, don't tell her, just wipe it up. Yep.
なみなみと装うな。
In the way that they're so similar, yeah.
私なんて昔からだ。
あ
なんで今になって急に不安になる？
大人になったということでは？大人はめんどくさいんだ。習い事をやめるたびに親御さんがごちそうを作ってくれるのは挑戦することをやめてほしく。
Yeah. Well said.
And they weren't worried about spoiling you because they knew basically that this is all just a
Yep.
this is all just a thing that's gonna happen over and over and over again.
ママ、近所のコンビニまで来たって。
Ah!
大丈夫？友達はよく来るから。
いやでも男友達は。
それは
No, but
急げ。
Right, but it's an apartment.
おかえり。
oh my gosh.
よし。山田ママがお風呂に入ってる間に。
Yep. And this is where you are.
山田のベッ山田に嘘をつかせてし
The mom totally knows.
Oh,
She
yeah,
immediately
yeah.
saw the shoes and was like,
Uh-huh.
あら、お鍋食べたの？アンナが作ったんだよ。そう。それにしても今日は可愛いの。
yeah, yeah. Oh,
似たやつ持ってるから着ちゃおうかしら。
wait, she does? Oh, that's adorable.
じゃない。パパももうすぐ帰って。
Ah, yes, yes.
パパってがどんな人？
No way. No way. He's a bit like you.
アンナちゃん。どうしたの？ちいちゃんお鍋大丈夫なの？
Her allergies.
But cross-contamination.
平気？はい。
The voice acting.
雪まだ降るみたいだ。
Oh my god. Fantastic.
He's gonna have to stay the night.
That was
The
incredible.
mom totally knows.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
The mom totally knows. Yep. Yep.
But,
いつかの。
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Nice.
いいんだよ。別に。
Oh my gosh.
初めて隠し事したけど。もう大人だし。私。
家では自分のことなん。
peeking through his fingers.
Sneaky, sneaky.
秘密がいっ
He's gonna open the elevator door and Dad's gonna be right
Yep.
there. Yep. What the hell?
What?
Oh my God.
no!
Roger.
Oh my God, I love it. The kids think they're being so sneaky, and he's... Yes.
Oh my God, he's thinking, like, bro,
Way too complicated.
you're overthinking this.
そんなに違うかな。人んちの洗濯物はどうしても。
It does.
いけるぞ。
Yes!
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 山田だよ。
Aha!
物事を深め
Yes! Analyze properly.
ハグ。
I love hug.
山田は僕が拒否しなければ親に僕を会わせようとしていた。
Exactly.
特別な感情はなく、友達の距離。
Baka.
そもそも友達の距離。
Then how can you speak with certainty?
Yeah.
リプスが取れた。
Nice.
Okay.
恋の調子がおかしい。
Is his voice starting to change?
でもう大丈夫なの？
重いものはまだ。右の方がかなり細く。
It's okay.
Yeah.
いやー、喋りたくないわけではなく。
Yeah.
踊ちを？あいつはダンスだって。
Oh.
私ダンス苦手でよかった。
Yep.
私の動機臭い気がする。
学校のやつだからね、多少は。
二人組になれ。
ぼっち。慣れた流れだ。
And then zoom.
私その
これは。
Yes, sparring.
Yes.
大内刈りはこう。
Oh my God.
いい受け身だ。
Nice fall. Like he chose how to do that.
I love it.
Cute.
なんだ。
これは友達の距離感なのか。
Oh. Oh.
だから他のやつと組みたくないんだろう。
市川って山田さん。
Yeah, yeah, you guys are
Uh-huh.
really
あれはいいよな。違う。多分これは
Yep.
大人になったら山田との関係の変化は免れない。今山田が女友達と同じ感覚で。
Gotcha. Yeah. No, I can see how he's
Right, when you
falling
don't-
into this. Yeah.
And when you don't have a foundation for friendship,
これは
it's really hard to
避けて
tell.
通ることはできそうもない。
Yep.
大声出すと裏返るというか。
もしかして風？
Right, right. That'd be a decent assumption to make, but
多分声変わりだと思う。
声変わりすごいすごい。
Oh.
だって男子は声変わ
yeah,
り。
yeah, yeah, yeah.
ヒゲとかわかりやすい大人の証があるでしょ。この
Do you
腕
have-
もこっちが細くなったんじゃなくて
And the other one got bigger.
こっちが太くなったんだよ。
Oh, the forearm.
stroking, yeah.
Stroking, yeah, yeah.
市川ちゃんと声が低くなったら私のこといっぱい呼んでね。
Uh-huh. Damn.
山田の大人の
Yes.
Yeah. I love that the internal him is like watching from around a bookcase.
Right,
Like,
right, right. Ah. So
So
much good
sweet.
stuff.
Uh-huh. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
He came over to the house.
Yeah.
Whilst
Bath
there,
immediately.
Whilst there, bath immediately.
Yep. Uh-huh.
He collapsed into her boobs. After that, she grabbed the pants, pulled them up, and had a moment where, for a brief second, because of the angle of his body inclining against her, his erection like barely missed.
Right.
You know.
But on top of that, she gave him her gym clothes.
Yes.
Hot. She probably entirely forgot to put his underwear with those clothes.
For whatever reason.
Right, because it's I put his clothes in the bag, you know?
And she probably saw the underwear. And
Sure, yeah,
didn't
right.
touch it or whatever.
Right, exactly.
Whatever the reason.
Yep.
There's so many little things that were going on in the details of this episode, specifically in the visit. There's all the things of obviously the mom looking at the shoes.
Right.
Oh, you have a friend over. Those shoes, while you could pull the the shoes are smaller than Yamada's because she's taller and stuff. You still probably wouldn't be able to hide the fact that they clearly looked like boys' shoes. For one.
Yep.
Two, then it's you fed her food that does not correlate well with her allergies.
Yep.
And then you basically do I'm not gonna knock, I'm just gonna open the door.
Yeah.
And there's a person that's
in the bed.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, right.
And when kids do I'm sorry, I'm pretending to be somebody else voice. If you're an adult, you're a fully grown adult, it's the most obvious shit in the world.
Absolutely.
You're like, oh yeah, totally get it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cute outfit,
Yeah.
And also just the fact that she's had friends over before. Her
Right.
mom probably is fairly familiar with what their shoes look like.
Oh yes.
I just
That's why she
love it.
didn't say, she's over because she saw the shoes. She went,
Right.
oh, you have a friend over?
Yeah.
Also, fun little just thing here in general was the combination of saying this with extra characterization given to the parents that they would feed her favorite foods when she would quit on something.
Yeah.
So, do you think that if they found out that she had a boy over for the first time ever, she was trying something new, and then they would pour water on it, you damn
Hell no.
stupid to think that they would do that.
Never.
No, if anything, she's like, oh my gosh, yes, just don't stay too late, and then goes to the bath of I'm just so proud of my daughter. She's trying to, trying to explore and understand things. And then, obviously, I trust her.
Yeah.
And whoever this person is here,
okay.
I trust. I'm pretty sure it's that boy Ichikawa. But you know what?
Right.
I got a decent read on him.
Yeah.
Oh, but then the other thing that I kind of noticed was just that. So Ichikawa changed outfits.
Or Yamada.
Did I say Ichikawa? Sorry,
Yeah.
Yamada changed outfits.
Right.
So when she comes back, they were wearing the coats and everything, so she changes into basically a tank top. He then collapses into her chest. Upon further analyzing of the scene, my instincts told me that was the case, but I do not believe she was wearing a bra. So I think at that point she panicked and then was like, and then boy here, and then he just glanced at my chest and I'm not wearing a bra.
Yeah.
Right, because that's probably what she does when she's at home. She just doesn't. Yeah. Why would you wear a bra?
Yeah,
There's no
exactly.
point. So then she goes, puts on a different outfit and goes with the excuse of it's something cuter.
And it's warmer.
But then she specifically didn't just change that she was wearing that outfit.
She didn't just put that over the top.
She had
because
a different
the straps are different color.
Different color.
Yeah.
So this is the thing that I'm like, okay, this is something that she might have been doing here because I genuinely think she was extremely excited, but also very nervous and everything about him being here, is that she didn't just put on the sweater or what have you. She specifically then actually put on a bra.
I think that is likely.
Because of what happened before. But then if she did, then it's most likely that strap was her bra, which means then that she wore an outfit that could just be unzipped here and it's just bra immediately.
That is a definite possibility.
So,
yes.
So, Yamada, I am impressed with your game. This
and
episode.
Ichikawa, this was
good.
This was good.
This was real good.
Yeah, and
you definitely are in the shock and awe kind of state right now, in the same way that she is as well. But she got even with you. Had the callback to what happened at the end of season 1.
Damn.
And whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although this is the part that I'm not entirely sure about. Did she do the reaching for the milk tea specifically because she kind of recognized the moment? Or was there something about the milk tea that she didn't want him to pay attention to or something.
I have no clue. But it did seem very like all of a sudden of her just being like, all right, and now pushing you down on the bed.
Right, but the frame showed the milk tea in a way that was like...
Maybe it's just something that made her think of it,
potentially. But the part that I'm wondering is this like something that...
Like she doesn't want him to notice?
Well, not necessarily that, but like something that... Like maybe there's something written on it.
Yeah,
I think
it's probably something that'll like with rewatches will like make it more clear of exactly what the connection is there and stuff. But point is, she gets even, and when she's on top of him, then she also then makes the
I'm all grown up now.
Yeah, I'm grown up now. Damn. Also, I gotta say, I love the way that she was able to spin earlier with the whole thing of the hot pot. And it's like that's kind of sad. It's like, well, if it's kind of sad, you could always come over, like more, and we could eat it together.
Once in a while.
Yeah. Like we could do that.
That could be a thing. That. Yeah. Also, then the going down the elevator and Aaron fucking Yeager is on the side.
Dude's head, like the dude's tall enough that he has to stoop to go through doorways.
And let's be
I relate
real.
to that.
We knew that one of the parents was going to be tall.
Yeah,
like really tall.
And
the fact that it wasn't the mom, it made sense that the dad was going to be tall.
Right.
But the thing that I actually feel like was subtly implied here, and not even really that subtly, was that Yamada made the point of like, oh, my dad, he's kind of like... And then they got cut off. I think she was trying to say that he's kind of like you. Not in the physical way, because right now, he's a monster. He's tall.
Yeah, right.
But I think what it is that he's very kind. He's very sensitive.
Okay.
He's quiet.
All right.
He maybe seems a little bit scary.
Sure.
On first, appearance and stuff.
I'm even going to make a prediction of his profession. I think he's a chef. Because we see a white, thing under there with like a button, and there's red. Obviously, it's going to be some kind of food, right? It's meant to seem like blood because Ichikawa's scared out of his wits, right?
He's panicking.
Yeah, he's panicking. But, that's probably some sauce or something or whatever, right? And so I'm predicting that he's actually a chef, and that also helps to explain why Yamada is so into food, because her dad makes a bunch of really good food.
And so there's
like she inherits the passion for it.
Yep.
And it's just going to be super sweet and wholesome. But for now, oh my God.
He saw her uniform on him.
Yep.
And there's no getting away from that.
Oh, yeah.
That happened.
Yep.
And the thing that's so funny about this is that he's just going to have to go to school. And in order to actually get resolution from this, he's going to have to go back to her place and see if he makes a point about it, because there's no way he's gonna be like, "Hey, Yamada, I think your dad saw me in the thing."
Oh yeah,
he's gonna try and forget that it ever happened.
And he was so terrified, he's not thinking about what he's wearing right now. He's not gonna think about the fact that he was wearing her uniform and it has a name on it.
He might though. He's the kind of person to overanalyze. Like, what if the laundry detergent smells differently?
Right. So so the idea that he could make that connection, absolutely.
Yeah.
But he was able to, at the very least, do the the regular subtle switcheroo of just, you guys go to school together. And so you just slip her uniform to her at some point, and then there you go. That's all good. But the fact that then they doubled down on it by being like, and now judo classes. Throw each other to the ground.
Well, the judo classes stuff is kind of just fun.
Yeah,
here.
it's kind of repeating the joke of,
Well, right, but it's more of something of where we saw her choose specifically to not do dancing, specifically to then be in the same club setting that he's going to be in. Which is funny because then we specifically had what's his name? Adachi switch to dancing, thinking she was going to be there, and actually she came over
not
here, and that was just kind of a funny little
switcheroo there.
Yeah, switch. Yeah.
I would love to see though, even though we're not going to see it, but I would love to see the conversation between Yamada's parents when he comes back and it's like, oh, so she had someone over. Yep, she had someone over. Yep, it's a boy. It's a boy. Yep. All right. Okay. Cool. What do you want to do about this? He was wearing her gym clothes. Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing I think is the lion's share of the discussion that I want to focus on is her tearful confession of, hey, I know you say that you can tell me when it's been too much, but given what happened before winter break, I do not believe you can. You're too kind for that. So what do I do with that? Like that's what kind of scares me. And so the idea that he initiated the hug, and I'm really proud of him for doing this, because what he could have done here was basically been like, I didn't mean to do that, or I didn't do that. Basically do anything that would be remotely defensive at all. And even if he puts up some pretty good explanation for it, the idea that he went for immediately emotionally like supporting her first, then addressing it with, I'm sorry that I did that. I have to give like incredible props for Ichikawa to have this kind of emotional vulnerability and humility, because a lot of people, when they hurt somebody else, they're more scared about actually the way that them hurting them is going to make that person feel about them. And
then
thus,
the fact that hurt was done.
Now, obviously, nobody's thinking this in a conscious way.
Right.
This is all happening at the speed of thought.
Yeah.
So what can end up happening is you end up communicating, oh, shoot, I never want to do that to you. So I will never do that again. I'm like you're basically accepting that you did it, but you're not actually apologizing for doing it. So the fact that we're watching an anime with characters set in Japan who apologize for everything.
Right.
It makes sense that he's quick to do this, but he's not doing it out of shame. He's not doing it out of like something that's going to separate connection. He's actually initiating with connection and then saying and apologizing for this because he's wanting her to see who he is and that he still does want to like connect with her. So he gives like not just the, oh, I'm sorry, but like I just didn't have it in me. I didn't want to get hurt, so I hid in my shell.
Yeah.
And he realizes like, oh, right, we're the same in that regard. We're both scared of being hated.
Yep.
And it's for entirely different reasons. But when you feel like you're incapable of stepping out because you're so anxious about how other people will respond in this way, the fact that he basically killed that kind of response in himself by doing this kind of
immediate about face.
Well, just doing this kind of emotional display here. He's growing up in that he's not responding in the way that would be his thing that he's connecting on them. Like the way to describe it is that because he's also so scared of being hated here, he could basically try to course correct her interpretation and perception of what happened,
right?
So that he then covers his own fear of being hated in this regard. But instead, what he does is he owns up to it, takes responsibility, apologizes, running the risk of her hating him because of him doing this. So it's the character development, it's the acting within it, but then it's also the acknowledgement of, oh, this is where we're actually really similar, and oh, right, I forgot about that because he knew this before.
Yeah. Right, and just because the thing was resolved back then in a fashion, because there wasn't full communication about it, then it can still like eat away, at her from the inside. And one of the things that I really liked that this did here is it showcases that just because you do something out of an insecurity, that doesn't mean that that's how it's going to be interpreted from other people.
Totally.
Because since people are, very, and I use this term in an unusual way, people are very selfish, right? They are self-focused. That also goes to the insecurities.
Right.
So oftentimes if someone is anxious, they're not going to be thinking that something that someone else does is because that person's anxious.
Right.
They're going to think it's because they did something wrong. Right. And like I've had this recently, in a relationship where the person ended up talking to me and being like, hey, you always kind of just like boot me out of the house. And I'm like, wait, what? And they're like, yeah, when I'm like about to leave, you just sort of like, you know, wave and stay where you are, and you don't like walk me to the door or something like that, you know? And I'm like, oh shit, right? And that was entirely me just being like awkward because it's like, oh, it was like, you know, I liked this person, but we weren't in a relationship yet, right? And so I didn't want to seem like too like, you know, like eager or clingy or some way or whatever, right? And yet they're just like, wait, why am I getting all these like cold, you know, like not even goodbyes, right? You know, and I'm like, and I'm thinking I'm keeping it casual, right? You know, and like chill or whatever, right?
And it's like, no, you're overthinking it.
You're way overthinking it,
and
that's not helping the other person, right? And so then it's like, oh shit, oh yeah, right. You know, the fact that
again, you were doing something specifically to get to try and affect the way that they're going to think about the thing that you're doing.
Well, and acting informed from the fact that I was not someone who growing up had a ton of friends and things like that. So I'm not used to the, yes, how do you act when you're like friends with somebody, right? And so then it's I end up acting like they're just a random acquaintance nobody, you know, and that ends up feeling really freaking cold, right?
Yeah.
You know, and the thing is, you don't think about that kind, like there will be things that you don't think about that you do, right? And that's why communication is so important, because then it can actually be dispelled. Not in the, oh, that didn't happen, but in the, oh shit, I didn't realize I was doing that. I'm so sorry. Yeah, this is where that came from, not as an excuse, as a way so that you can know it did not come from any ill will. And yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'll you know, behave differently.
And the order and way you do this really matters.
Right.
Because in a lot of ways, people are smart enough and unfortunately selfish enough that they'll do things in an order that services their ego best.
Right.
And if you start with ego, a lot of the rest of it can be touched with ego. And then it's hard to connect with the person directly.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, you'll know a lot about a person by the borders of a conversation, by the ways in which they initiate and the way that they exit. A lot of the stuff in the middle is actually not as important. But you can get into some really good stuff in there, but obviously don't judge people entirely on this and stuff. But if you notice a pattern specifically with the way in which they handle like emotionally intense kind of vulnerable moments, look at the beginning and the end, because you will see a lot of character. I would say look at it for the positives rather than looking for the negatives.
Yeah.
But I would say if you see these kinds of things, I'm genuinely impressed with Ichikawa here to initiate so properly here.
Right.
Now, obviously, there's the ways in which she's prone to accept this because this is, you know, physical connection with the person she's absolutely in love with. Right. And he's So it's all there, but still, it's still the right way to do it. Like it's really impressive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love this episode. We had character development. We had character like action within that development. We then had all kinds of plot developments. The school stuff is kind of fun as a kind of an end cap for everything here. But the big kind of thing is their relationship has progressed to the point that almost every single person in their lives at this point, now including her parents, knows what's going on.
Right.
And we did all that within the first 2 episodes of season 2.
Except for him, you know, and her in some ways.
Her, yeah.
Right. Because when you like someone that much, you're absolutely blind. And also when you don't maybe have a whole lot of friends, then you can't tell what is is this how they treat their friends? Or is it they don't invite their platonic guy friends over and push them down onto their bed, you know, like, and say, now we're even. That's no.
Right, totally. But again, he doesn't know. So, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. And also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So if you have any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.